going on, guys? My name is Naz and welcome to the Spooling Up channel. What I'm going to be doing today with the Mk4 Golf Gti is fitting this forge recirculation valve. Just a standard quick swap replacement for the OEM Bosch one that's on the car at the minute. So yeah, let's get into the video and I'll show you guys what's inside the box. Let's have a look inside the box. So this is a Forge 008 recirculation valve. So it's pretty simple. You get some instructions there, which I'll be sticking to, of course. Some sort of leaflet thing. Forge sticker. Little Forge keyring there, it's pretty cool. I believe these are 2 replacement screws for the top of the recirculation valve itself. Should you take it apart to change the springs and lose one of the screws on top, you've got some replacements there. And also the 2 springs and 2 Jubilee clips. Now, should quickly explain, these springs have different ratings for different amounts of boost you could be running. So I believe in there at the minute should be the green one, which should be good for 5 to 15 psi, and then this yellow I believe is 15 to 23 psi. And then this blue goes from 23 psi to 30 psi, and then you need a red spring which you can buy separately for 30 plus psi. So also get this little cable tie and of course the Allen key to undo the screws on top, and that is everything that's in the box. So without further ado, I'm gonna start stripping off this old one. But first of all, I'll show you guys what it sounds like, the standard DV. So obviously the car is a little bit more noisy than it was before now with the exhaust and stuff fitted, but I'll just have a quick drive just to see if can capture any of the sound from that standard diverter valve. I'll do it with the windows open first and see. I can hear it pretty clearly. I don't know how well the camera is going to capture it. Might actually catch it better with the windows closed. So I hope you can hear that. It's pretty loud. Once you fit an induction kit, it sounds really good. But before then, obviously it gets muffled by like the standard air intake and stuff. So now see if we can capture it a little bit better here. Again, I can hear it really clearly. Right, so obviously my engine covers and everything are already off. Here's the standard diverter valve. Obviously I've already done the turbo inlet pipe, but literally that Jubilee clip there needs to come undone, this clip here needs to come undone, and this vacuum hose on top needs to come undone, and the unit should literally just slide out. First things first though, sometimes these clips here can be a little bit tricky, but what you can do if you struggle is you can actually undo it from here and undo it from here and slide it out, and then just tackle that while it's off. So I think I'm gonna go and try and do that. Right, so I literally used 1/4 inch drive ratchet and a 7mm socket on that Jubilee clip at the bottom of the standard diverter valve, and you can already see it's coming away. So I could probably pull that straight out of there, but first things first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just try and flick this clip up, pull that one off, and then crack on with the last bit. So now we've got the standard Bosch OEM one off the car. Here's what it looks like. It's pretty light. It's literally, like I said earlier, it's literally made out of plastic with a rubber diaphragm inside. So that's that. Not going to talk too much about that. Here's the Forge one. Obviously there's the piston inside, and the spring is underneath this cap at the top. So a little comparison, obviously one's a lot better made than the other. This is made out of metal, it's an aftermarket part. This is a plastic one with a rubber diaphragm inside. Can't really say much more about them, although the Forge one is definitely slightly bigger. So gonna go ahead and start whacking this on now, guys. Pretty excited to hear how it sounds. It was really easy to get it off, so hopefully it's nice and easy to get this new one on. So now the old one's been removed and we've got all of our connections here, all I'm gonna do is literally pop this in, first to the turbo inlet pipe, then to this pipe, and then I'm gonna put the vacuum hose on last, and then that is literally the install done. It's literally that easy. So just gonna go ahead and pop those in now. Okay, so it's installed pretty well here now, looking pretty snug and pretty flush with the pipes in the engine bay. Just got to literally put this last vacuum hose on and then we're good to go for a little test drive. Right, so I've been a little bit naughty. What I've actually done is I've left the vacuum hose, I've just taken the vacuum hose off the top of the diverter valve just to make the turbo flutter, because I've always wanted it to do that, and I know it's not the best thing for the engine. Turbo police, it's not staying like this, but just a quick sound clip for the entertainment value. See if you can hear it. Love that sound, man. It's a shame these engines aren't designed to work like that, but it would be pretty cool if they were, because it makes a wicked noise. But yeah, I'll have to be sensible and get the diverter valve hooked up properly now. Okay, so everything's all on there now. Everything's done up tight and looking sweet. Can't complain about it at all. Looks wicked. So now that that's all on there properly and I've finished messing around, I can go for a drive and see what it sounds like now with the current setup. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so now with the new Forge 008 fast response recirculation valve, let's see if there's any sound difference. Just give it a sec. So it definitely sounds a lot clearer, and it's definitely louder than the OEM Bosch one. So yeah, it sounds good. So I'm gonna film some shots of it outside as well, to see if like there is a big difference when you're listening to it now. The only problem is that where I've got the whole exhaust system and everything fitted, it's gonna be difficult to tell. It's gonna be difficult to even hear, probably at some points, but from inside definitely sounds a lot better. Right guys, so there we go. There's my install of the Forge 008 recirculation valve. It's all done now. Really happy with it. Can't complain. They are a little bit expensive, so if you don't need to buy it, I would say don't bother. But for me, I personally wanted to buy it literally for the sound, and because it's another aftermarket thing, I thought why not. You know, the more aftermarket things that are supposed to be better, then the better my car's going to be. But yeah, that's literally it for the install on the video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along to watch, and I'll see you on the next video.